Hello YouTube, Brandon Marvin here today, talking about what you should not trade during a SHTF situation. A lot of people think, when they go bug out or, hide away, and, somebody comes along and they want to trade stuff, they first thing they think of is, oh, I'll stockpile ammunition and I'll trade that. Well, I'm here to tell you why that's probably not the best idea. First off, that lessens your ammunition supply right off the bat. You may have 10,000 rounds, but what happens in the future when you need, like, that 10,000 rounds, you only have 5,000 because you traded it all away? Well, you no longer have that ammo. Second point, ammo. When you trade it off to somebody, they usually have that caliber of a gun, and that's why they're trading in the first place. And that may lead to, them sitting there going, well, I got all this ammunition now. I got the gun. This guy seems to have a lot of supplies. I may just, raid his little camp there, and they may use your own bullets against you. So that's not a good idea to do. A lot of people think that's the best idea. They're going to, stockpile ammunition and do that. Well, I probably wouldn't want my own bullets flying right back at me. So that's my spiel on that. Second, weapons. A lot of people think they have a surplus of weapons, like I do. I have 6 or 7 different rifles just sitting in my room, not including handguns. They think, I have a couple other pistols here and there. I don't need, I don't really like them. They just kind of sit there, don't do anything. I'm not giving them to anybody. I could use it, for a trade, maybe to get some food, or maybe just get some medical supplies, stuff like that, ammunition. That's a bad idea. First off, I don't want to be arming the guy that may come back and, just destroy my camp using my weapons against me. I'm not too fond of that. So, that's why I wouldn't trade weapons. And first off, you need the weapons. Even if you don't shoot them, what happens if, my main rifle breaks, or my main pistol breaks, and I need something like this, although this is my main pistol. It's a nice gun, but, let's say this breaks, I got another one, that I probably don't like as much. Well, I still have that firearm to shoot. It's, just a in case kind of deal. I don't want to give up this, firearm and say, oh, here you go, and here's some ammunition along with that. Okay, yeah, hand me your stuff. That's why that is not a good idea. Third, food. A lot of people think giving away their food in a trade is a good idea. No. Because what happens if long, you go and you look, oh, my can expired, or, rats got into it, or something got into it, busted it open. Now I have no food. Well, that food that I traded off probably wasn't the best idea. Now I have no food. Or, you could be feeding your enemies. I mean, it's all from a different standpoint. I wouldn't trade my food because, my family might get hungry, and I can't hunt sometimes. What if the livestock and stuff around here are gone, and the deer population's just gone, stuff like that. Or what if I'm on the go? Canned food is great. I mean, I'm on the go. Hey, look, I got some sardines here I can eat, or, want some fruits or Vienna sausages. I'm probably not going to eat that. I got that just 'cause, but, it's to your taste. But, yeah, along the road you could eat these, stuff like that. So you can use it. My fourth, and last, not to trade, medical supplies. Everybody needs medical supplies. I don't care who you are. You could be Chuck Norris, never get hurt, things like that. Everybody needs them. Everybody gets sick. I don't care who you are. It's one of those deals. Band-Aids. Everybody gets cut up. You're going to be out there. You're going to get cut up. What happens if you don't have any Band-Aids? It gets infected. Neosporin, things like that. I mean, what if you don't have that? Then you're just screwed. So, I mean, it's just one of those deals. So that's stuff I wouldn't trade. Things I would trade, a lot of people would ask, sit there and be like, well, if you're not going to trade, all this stuff, what would you trade? Well, not a lot of people think about this. Precious metals. Things like copper, silver, I even have lead. Yes, lead can be made into bullets. Yes, copper can be made into full metal jackets. But, that takes a long process. And people like precious metals. It's just a deal. Now, some people may not like them versus others. Some people won't even take them as a trade. That's why I sit there and I get shampoos. Shampoos, body wash, stuff like that. Go to a hotel, you get all the shampoo there, body wash, face bars, things like that. People, they won't think hygiene items. I mean, I don't care if I get dirty, really. I'm not, I don't expect anybody to smell me and, be like, oh, you stink. Well, you know what? We're in a big shit hit the fan situation, and, I'm not really caring about how I smell. I mean, somewhat the Army taught me that. But it's one of those things. You can trade this stuff. This stuff will be like gold because not a lot of people think about it. Not a lot of people put this in their, prepping kits and stuff like that. I mean, what happens, they're not used to being in a dirty situation where, there's mud, dirt, sand, everything underneath the sun, and every little crevice you have, and you're not used to it. You're going to want some shampoo, you're going to want some, body wash, things like that. Because you want to clean yourself up. All you do is add water. I mean, that's easy. It's just something I added in there. Another thing I would probably trade is, another thing I would trade would be clothing. Camouflage, stuff like that. Things you can use to, be durable, because, a lot of your American Eagle, Aeropostale stuff is probably not going to survive. Let alone jeans, stuff like that. I mean, there's some jeans out there that probably would. But, I wouldn't be standing in the middle of the field with jeans. I probably would be standing in the middle of the field for any reason. But, I have a surplus of camouflage uniforms, jackets, coats. Coats for the winter. I mean, here in Missouri, it gets pretty cold. Boots. I have like 15 different pairs of boots, thanks to the Army. I mean, stuff I don't even use half the time. I only have one pair of boots I use. I mean, that's about it. So I got all those I could trade. Somebody's sitting there, I don't want to be in my tennis shoes anymore, or, my dress shoes. I don't know why they'd have that, but, people do. They don't think about it. And, a lot of people are sitting there thinking, oh, only preppers are going to survive. No, there's a few lucky people out there that will survive. They're just regular, normal people. They're never preparing for this in their life. They will survive. There is people that survive. I mean, it's a human adaptation we've gained over time. It's just something we do. Another thing I may trade for is wood, water, or services. Things like that, Maybe I can't, like for me, I'm a gunsmith. I could sit there and fix your gun anytime. I'll replace the parts, I'll do this if you give me some food or things like that. Or, maybe I'll chop your wood, I'll catch you water, or I'll go look for somebody for you, for, in exchange for items, certain items, whatever. Those are just some things you could trade. Back again, things you don't want to trade: medical supplies, food, ammo, guns. Those are just some things. People could add other stuff on there. This is just my basic deal. Alright, well, thanks guys for, listening in today, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Any, future videos you'd like to see, leave them down in the comments, like and subscribe. Thank you.